because I'm gonna sound like a cosplay pusher. Like I'm trying to push cosplay in every community, like y'all be pushing podcast mics. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys know me, I'm Nizi Sine, and I am a cosplayer and a gamer. I rate myself in the plus size section. I'm here to discuss something that's very heavily on my heart. I meet so many people who will be like, oh my goodness, I love your cosplays, and like I want to cosplay. So really I'm here to help you and ask you and get to encourage you to cosplay, because why not, right? And so many people be like, oh, I'm just nervous, I'm just scared, right? So I have a list, because listen, I did some research, did some handy dandy iPadding. I'm just really here to discuss the reasons on why I think you should cosplay, right? And a lot of you guys are saying, oh, it's expensive, expensive. It is, but just like any other hobby, you play a video game, it's expensive. A lot of things are expensive. If you want to do it, do it. I highly suggest it, because me personally, it has changed my life for the better. It has gave me confidence. It has gave me a new range of friends I've never thought I have. Not saying my old ones were bad, but it gave me a new range of friendship that I never thought I could have. I met so many different people. Everybody's not like me, right? So you're not automatically going to meet people off rip, right? But I'm going to get into that later. Let's actually get into the list, right? Because why are y'all scared? Stop being scared. Let me give you the checkpoints. Okay. Look, right here. This is it's my list. Okay. Cosplaying is a really rewarding job. Well, not job, but hobby, right? Okay. So one of the points I want to say is that cosplaying is self-expression and creativity, because a lot of people don't understand that you don't have to look directly like the cosplay to be to cosplay, right? Because as a person of color who likes to cosplay, you get the snarky remarks of like, oh, like you don't really, and it's like, I get it, I understand it, but my thing is that at the end of the day, there's no rules on it. Like, show me rules, show me rules, because you don't have rules when it comes to cosplay. It's not a video game, this is life. You can do the things you want, please. A lot of people may not agree with that, but let's be honest, who's gonna come and just be like, snatch, you can't cosplay, like nobody's really gonna do that. So it's like, yeah, right. One of the things I really like to do is, when it comes to me cosplaying, is that I love to like take songs, and especially because like I usually like to cosplay a lot of cosplays that I already know the character, songs to like perfectly like match and sync up with like how I feel, and do that for one, right? And so that's something I personally like to do to like express my creativity, because it's like, oh, like this song would technically be like, niche for this character, or can't, not niche, but canon, right? Things like, if you're a person of color, like you can do things like, add, braids to a cosplay, or, I've seen a lot of Native American cosplay add their feathers. So many different things, right? Go big or go home. Like, part of cosplay is just showing how creative you can get and just expressing yourself the way that you feel. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So I just wanted, that's the first point. The second one for me is community and social connection, right? So community social connection is really, really big for me for so many reasons. And I say so many reasons for the fact of finding that community that understands like what you like, and are even deeper nerds than you would ever be. Because, okay, when I say nerds, I don't mean to say it to offend anybody, because like me, I take it as a compliment. Like, I love being so smart in a subject where people are like, oh, okay, because it's like, live for something, that's how I feel. Like, a nerd lives for something, and I love that. So it's just like, for me, I take nerd as a compliment. Just the simple fact of just how people, like, you find your group and you're like, oh my gosh, like, you're so shocked, you're so like, people like this really exist, right? Like, social connections was my biggest thing, because it gets me to go thrive and meet more people, because you never know. You have to be careful, because I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is a perfect community. There are still widows. Be safe, right? But genuinely in my heart, like, your social connections are everything. Like for me personally, because I love it. I love being able to meet people, because I'm probably give a story time later about how like I met this group. I have a friend, her name is Cuddle, shout out to Cuddle. And she invited me to DreamCon because I already bought my ticket and things went flop. Literally every year now, for this would be the third year in a row, we're going to, buy a B&B and go to the convention together. Because if you guys don't know, I will be at DreamCon in Houston this year. If you guys don't know, I do other conventions too. Just for people to know, I am Midwest based. So I've been trying to do more Midwest cons. Last year I went to Planet Anime, to give you just an example. I will not be going to the one in March, the Comic-Con, but I will be going to probably to the one in like October, whatever anime one, right? So you will see me there, right? Fun and escapism. So I can give you like my little textbook thing I got right here, but I'm also going to speak more, right? So cosplay can be ways to step into fantasy world and leave stress of everyday life. Getting into cosplay or costumes is like a form of escapism where you get to embrace different personas and live out dream scenarios, right? And I do agree with that, because I'm not gonna lie, like, it's okay. So it's just like a bad example, but it's on my head. So remember like during like 2020 COVID TikTok, when like you would do like the like silhouettes of like your favorite cosplayers, because you can like PNG them on the...
If you want me to listen, then get on your knees and beg!
Yeah, but that is technically like a form of escapism. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of good to do that myself. Cosplay for me, listen, a lot of y'all don't know the reason why I'm like, you see me on and off, on and off, on and off. I work 10 hours a day, like genuinely. I work 10 hours, 4 days a week, and you know, I manage a lot of different things at that time. I want cosplay to be the thing that like steps foot into a different realm where I don't have to work manual labor, because fun fact, I help put like trucks together. So it's like, I want something that will take me out of that, right? And I've been doing cosplay since 2018, like, so it's like, it's been on and off, because like, you know, a girl gotta live, a girl gotta eat, you know? So it's like, it's kind of hard. So as I got older and I've started like putting more time into it, it's a form of just, it is a form of fun. I love it. I think sometimes I'm addicted to it because that's all I think about sometimes in a day. Or just, you know, when I listen to music, I'm like, oh, this goes with this cosplay, this goes with this cosplay. I be writing it down, like, I love it, like, but genuinely, truly, like, it does give me a sense of escape, because, I mean, we're in 2025, and I just live it at that. You may not agree, you may agree, but this world is not the best place, and it's like, sometimes I just want to feel a sense of just peace, and that helps me, and I love it. And then it's like, here comes the racist comments taking me out of that, but, you know, I love it, right? And then, you know, I guess you can also put creativity and photography in the same as, you know, back to number one, because self-expression, creativity. But like, some people are cosplayers and some people are photographers. And sometimes if you're equally able to like put those two together, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. I tell you, because I can show you, I'm gonna show you a picture. I did let me, okay, so some people say Dimitrescu, some people say Demetrius, right? But the Resident Evil bad lady, you know who I'm talking about, the real tall vampire mommy, right?
Bombastic.
I cosplayed her. And so like, people were like, oh my gosh, like, who'd you get to do this? And I'm like, I did this myself. And people were like, oh, you know how to do graphic design? Whoa, I'm learning. But I'm just doing it because I love it to do in cosplay. So it's like, it could be number one still. It could be like a sub point of number one, but it really is like, you know, kind of its own, right? Because of the fact it's like, that is a skill. That is a skill. Boosting confidence. Yes, yes. Cosplay does boost confidence, right? And the reason why I say cosplay boosts your confidence is because, have you ever just, when it's not Halloween, walked outside with a cosplay on? It's nerve-wracking. But the sense of confidence for me came when I walked out and people are like, oh my gosh, like, that's so cool. Like, oh yeah, oh my God. And so like, yeah, but it's just, you got some people who are like, oh, like, you know, I don't know, something weird. Some people, I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people are always gonna have something negative to say, right? Because some people just can't live their dreams out, or are too scared to, always gonna make excuses of why they can't live their dream out. So you might be the target of their anger, right? And guess what? Breathe, relax, and move forward. Because I'm not perfect, because I sometimes get on the internet and be ready to be like an internet warrior talking back to people. Then I realize, like, dang, I have people that love me in my life. You know, some days I'll be like, ooh, Okay, for example, recently I did Shigo, right? And I'm like, dang, mommy! Like, you know, there's sometimes you put on a cosplay and you just be feeling yourself. And it's like, dang, I didn't know I could look this good like that. Like, you know, I leave my, inappropriate thoughts to myself.
What do you mean by that?
But no, for real. I'm so for real. Like, being in a cosplay, just like, it's just something about it. And then you take some photos and you put it on the internet, and it's like, you do get a dopamine effect when you put on like cosplay and then somebody's like, dang, and they share it. It's like, it's a dopamine effect. It really is, because it's like, dang, y'all think I look good? I think I look good. Dang, mommy, look. That's how I be feeling. But it's not even just, even if you still don't get the desired outcome, and it's like you still look in that mirror like, I see me as this character, that all that matters. Because it's like, it gets you just to love. To me, it's gotten me to love myself a little bit more recently in these days. For me, a reason to want to keep moving forward. And then, like I said, when I put that cosplay on, I put it together, I see the finishing touches, my vision comes together. I'm so happy with the results. I love it. I'm obsessed with it for a couple weeks. Like, and it's like, that's something personally to me that I want you to experience. Because give yourself more love. Give yourself more everything. And so then, skill developments. So basically, cosplay can teach you a lot of skills, from sewing, that's true, from crafting to hands-on hobbies, and basically mainly just the sewing aspect is alone. Or if you do things like, making props or wig maker. First of all, there's those alone, especially being a wig maker, girl. Once you learn how to make a wig, and I'm not talking about them 40-inch bust downs, but you could. Just saying. But I'm talking about like them real crafty anime type wigs. People will go crazy. I know we probably at this point all seen that lady on TikTok who makes some really dope like cosplay wigs. I kid you, another girl has worked with Megan Thee Stallion now. Ooh, I'm sick. Work with Megan Thee Stallion, and her wigs go for good money. Like, you can make a living off that if you're good at it. Sewing especially, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be doing videos about how AliExpress be having me messed up, because I have an AliExpress horror story, because I ordered a Machi cosplay from them last year. Oh brother, I have to pack up my handy dandy sewing machine and really have to get to it now, because I've been wanting to learn how to sew, because I am a bigger girl. And I want to make cosplays for myself, because sometimes places like to charge extra if you're bigger. So just leave that out there. And then Amazon only go past a certain point, so it's like, you gotta just be realistic. Cosplays for everybody. Everybody deserves to do it, so you just need to. All right, so my other points are fandom appreciation, depending on the fandom, but fandom and appreciation. Go with appreciation first, and I can probably go all day about fandom. It does. I feel like it kind of ties back into escapism, but also the fact of just like appreciating, because like for me, I love cosplay because it just shows me so much. I learned a lot, especially, listen, one of my ones I'm watching right now is Apothecary Diaries. And I appreciate the art style, I appreciate the history, I appreciate the science behind it, because if you know Apothecary Diaries, that girl will be doing her thing. So I love Apothecary Diaries for that reason, right? And it does give me appreciation, just understanding the beauty of just other cultures, other people, times before me coming, even though it's fictional, but it still has like a sense of like history. But time for me gives you appreciation, just like for me, empathy and consideration. Because I'd be like, oh, like, and it gives me a thought of just like understanding other people that like could either came before me, if it's like loosely based on something, or just understanding other cultures. Mainly that, because it's like, I love other cultures. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love other cultures. Like, I love the museum for that fact. Fandoms. Depending on the fandom you get is what you're gonna get, because some of them are either super, or just amazing. Really, it's really the ones that you get, or just kind of like crazy. I don't know, but yeah, it really depends on what fandom you get. Because like Dragon Ball Z, Jesus, I can absolutely say that. Like Dragon Ball Z fandom, they're toxic. They're absolutely toxic, and it's like, I got a nightmare story about that, and I can make that into a video too, about how I cosplayed as Videl and they cooked my goose. Cause buddy, yeah, therapeutic and stress relief. Some people do find it as a stress relief. It's a fun distraction, kind of fits back into escapism, and it brings them joy. Now, for me, it does and doesn't give me stress relief, because sometimes I'll be stressing myself out when I be like running to different like thrift stores trying to find the best cosplays or whatever. But yeah, and then it's just like, you're acting. If you like acting, that's a good way to play out scenarios. I'm just trying to tie all these in real quick, and stuff like that, right? And I know, like, okay, yeah, like even then it's like I'm broke. I got you, right? Because your girl is too. So I'm gonna list different things, but do reviews because I have worked with Pinky Paradise with contact lenses, kind of like contacts, wigs, clothing, craft stuff, right? And there's so many different things that are expensive. I would say get you a 4-way payment method like Klarna or ZipPay. Me personally, I use ZipPay because you can use that URL and then find whatever, whenever, however, and then just got a card form, and I got that. Saving, right? It's a hobby. So just like I say, you play video games, you probably build a PC, or you know somebody built a PC, you save for that. Just like cost that, you can do that too. You probably, depending on how far you are along, I would say wait till you get like close to like 9,000, 10,000 subs somewhere on the internet, or like followers, and then like create like a Patreon or something, because people will help you with that, depending on who you are and how well you do your cosplay, right? Just don't be online begging for money, please. I beg you, right? Thrift stores are always the best way to go and get cosplays because you can find so many different things. Because as you've seen in my last video, my Iron cosplay, I went to the thrift store and bought them, and it cost me no more than like $10. I don't remember, like it was like $10 for like the top and bottoms, and then the shirt was like $8. So what I'm saying is, if you have the money for it, do it. But I'm saying cosplay is also another thing because people understand that we are busy and times are rough, right? And then if you want contacts, Pinky Paradise, I promise you, Pinky Paradise has this thing called a mystery grab bag, right? And basically you pay, depending on the time of the sale, you pay between $4, $6, or $8 for these. It's randomized contact lens. I promise you, it depends on what you get, but for me personally, every contacts they've sent me, I've been able to use. Nothing I haven't not been able to use. So it's like, yeah, like I would definitely suggest try them out, because of the fact is they're comfortable. They're the biggest cosplay contact big dogs. Let's be honest, they've been around since forever. So I remember I was on there when I was like 13, 14, Googling, like, are these safe with the FDA? Like, trust me, like, they are. And I genuinely would say, like, go try them because, like, and if you want to, if you're a big enough content creator, hit them up because they probably will, like, figure something out for you because they're really cool. Like, for me, I have, almost 30K on TikTok. I did have 10K on Instagram, but something happened. I lost all my followers. So now I'm back at 9K. And so yeah, it's like go chase your dream, go work with your dream, because it's like you only get one life, you only get one shot at this. Live your dream. If nobody's there to support you, I support you. Please, I promise you on everything I love, if you put a comment in asking me questions or where I get my cosplays from, thrift store, Amazon, it's like if you need any tips to help, I will try to help you the best I can because I want you to live this dream. I want you to have fun experiences. If this is something that you thought about, do it. And if you don't like it no more, then you don't like it. But I would thoroughly suggest you put that cosplay on, post on the internet, go to Reddit, go to Twitter, go to YouTube, go to TikTok, go to Facebook, go to Instagram. There are all groups there for you and you will find your community. And once you do that, guess what you're going to do? Go to a convention. Once you go to a convention and put that cosplay on and walk around and you're cool, you're going to see how beautiful these people are. You're going to see how graceful these people are. Everybody is not like that, yes, but there is beauty in madness. There is beauty in this world. I want you to experience this at least once in your life. Because once you can experience this once in your life, A, you're probably going to get hooked, right? And that's fine. You're probably going to get hooked. B, it's an experience that you can tell so many people. It's a confidence boost because once you feel out how people be like, hey, can I stop taking a picture? Can I stop and take a picture? Like literally one time I cosplayed Jesse and Jans with my best friend at DreamCon, and we have like a slew of people like, hey, I want to take a picture of y'all. I like this Juniper and jams you did. Like, you know, I'm like, thank you. And it's like, bro, I'm trying to eat, but I'll take a picture, period. Like, you know? And so it's like, please go experience it. Like, please. As long as you're doing this, because like what you're doing is not hurting people. You're not hurting nobody. You're showing love and appreciation and just thriving. So me personally, go cosplay. Please, I'm begging you. If you don't go cosplay, tell me why you don't want to go cosplay. Tell me why. Because I'm going to sound like a cosplay pusher. Like I'm trying to push cosplay in every community like y'all be pushing podcast mics. I'm kidding. But for real. But if so, please do it. Tell me how you did it, right? And if you're thinking about it, what about it draws you? Like, what about cosplay draws you to it? Like, if anything, like, just let me know. Because I want to talk about it with y'all in the comments. Be like, oh, like, what are you scared of? Or what do you want to do that you're like, about? Because, like, I'm nervous about prop making this year. And I'm trying to prop make this year. Do you hear me? Like, I'm trying to go big and better than that before. I want to try to do cosplay, professional shoots. I'm trying to take props to conventions. I'm speaking this into existence. I'm nervous, but I'm trying to even go to a cosplay contest. I can't tell you how to do cosplay contests yet because I ain't experienced it, but I want to do cosplay contests. So my thing is, go do it. What are you scared for? You're letting your life pass you by over and over. You're going to do it maybe next year, maybe tomorrow. Do it right now.
Bye. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work.
You need a little bit extra love today. I love you. You're amazing. I want you to be free of judgment, of criticism, of everything, because no matter how much no matter what anybody says about you, they not on their P's and Q's because they talking to you being negative. Remember that. And remember, you're living your dream. Remember that. You're always going to be one step ahead of people who talk bad about you because you're living your dream. So with that being said, I love you. You're not alone in this process. Please, 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 please just try it once. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do like it, let me know. If you need any help or any tips or tricks, please comment anywhere. I will try to find out. I try to respond as much as I can. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Bye.